My name's Jeff, and I am with Ryze Up. If you're watching this through the YouTube channel, then thank you for subscribing. Both of you guys, you're awesome. If you're watching this through the Facebook page or my personal Facebook page, then I encourage you guys to go to YouTube. There'll be a link below or something like that, however it works. Subscribe to Ryze Up. We're going to be doing a lot of great stuff on this page. We're going to have testimonies. We're going to have stories. We're going to be talking to people about their struggles, about their triumphs, about their victories. Really, we're going to be doing stuff that Ryze Up is all about. I wanted to take this brief minute as kind of like an introduction to Ryze Up for some of you guys who don't know what it is or what it's really about or the main focus of it, and explain to you just a little bit about what we're doing with the Ryze Up program. It's something really awesome, really great, and it's only the beginning right now. Ryze Up basically started for me as a kind of a pet project. Excuse me. I wanted to do something to help people with addiction. I wanted to put a page together that was going to have references of places you go for help, stories, poems, whatever, just something that people could go to that they're struggling with stuff and they could look at it and see positivity. So much on the internet and Facebook is filled with negative posts and just a lot of stuff encouraging drugs and alcohol use. And there are good things, but I wanted somewhere to go where there was 100% positivity and good things. The response that I got from the Facebook page was amazing. People started posting their clean times, their stories, asking for help, messaging. Other people started responding, liking, sharing it, commenting. It was really great. And I started to see that people want to do this. They want to help, and they want to face these problems that we're struggling with every day. And as I started looking at addiction and chemical dependency, I myself have suffered from addiction my entire life. I've spent over a third of my life in jails, institutions, on probation and parole. I'm 10 months clean and sober right now, and I can only do it through the grace of God. I started looking at these problems and thinking, well, there's other problems. There's suicide and depression and codependency, domestic abuse, all these problems that we face in our society. And I started realizing that they're really all just stem from the same thing, and that's having something missing inside of you. As an addict, I always used to fill this hole inside of me, and I never could. That was the problem. The more drugs and alcohol I did, the more women I was with, the more crimes I did, the more money I stole. I still had this hole that was just like a black bottomless hole that I could never fill, and it ruined my life. When I came to find God, Jesus Christ as my Savior, I found out that He not only filled that hole, He overflowed it. Like a reference or an illustration of this is imagine Christmas time when you get that really cool present, and you're so happy you got it, and you're the only one that's got it, and you're so proud of it, it's so cool, and it's awesome, and you want to show it off, but you don't want anybody to have one like it, and you don't want to share it with anybody. God is a gift. He gives you a gift the exact opposite. When He gives you a gift, He wants you to share it. You want to share it. You had this amazing thing, and it's great, and it's wonderful, but you don't want to keep it. You want to give it away, and you want more people to have this gift, and that's what's so cool about God. And that is why that Ryze Up eventually became into not only addiction-based, but everything-based. All the problems that we're facing today as a community, as a society, can be solved by coming to know God, by us showing other people what God is, who God is, and what He stands for. The term community is defined by a group of people who share the same goal and ideas, working towards that goal. Does that describe where you live? Think about it for a second. The place you live is the place where you live. What kind of place do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a poverty-stricken community, a neighborhood crippled by drugs where we have to lock our doors and cars, worry about people stealing our vehicles, stuff like that? Regardless, I myself am in the Lake of the Ozarks area, but regardless of where we are and at what corner of the world we live in, these problems are everywhere. And one thing I can promise you, it is not going away. Now, as a society, I'm 37 years old. I've noticed myself that society as a whole has moved away from God. We've moved away from God and towards ourselves. We're self-sufficient, we're self-absorbed, we're self-contained, and we're selfish. Now, if you can illustrate to me one good aspect that has come from taking God out of school or taking God out of the community. If you can tell me one good thing, you know, I'll probably still disagree with you, but that's just because I know nothing good has come of it. God stands for peace, love, forgiveness, caring about one another, loving your neighbor. It's not about arguing about who your God is or what your God is or what you believe in. I want to talk to unbelievers just like I want to talk to believers. In fact, I want to talk to unbelievers more because I want them to know that what my God stands for is love. And if you can introduce love into the community, if you could put God before everything, if you could put God before your work, then God will work with you. If you can put God before your relationship and into your relationship, then your relationship will become loving and stronger because God will be a part of it. If you put God in the forefront of your life will become stronger and important and mean something. So when you put God into all those things, you are basically strengthening everything. And when you put God into your community, then that's what's called a revival. A revival, when I say revival, I first thought it was like some tent in the middle of the woods where people are doing, you know, screaming hallelujah and stuff like that. But the dictionary defines revival as breathing life into something old, renewing something, cleaning it up, making it shine again. And that's what we need to do, and that's what Ryze Up is all about. It's about reaching out to people, helping them with their struggles, and teaching them how to become more sufficient, how to love their community, how to help their community, and how to help other people who were struggling with the exact same struggles that they once were. And we're doing that through introducing God into their lives, telling them about it, talking about it. We've got a couple of really great meetings starting up, the Ryze Up Revival meetings. We've got a lot of people doing a lot of really good things. And over the next few months, you're going to be seeing those things on this site. So I encourage you all to keep watching, subscribe, share this, like this. And if you're in the Lake of the Ozarks area, this is a call to action. We need your help. We're starting it here. And this is where they're going to look back years from now and say the Ryze Up Revival began there, but it didn't stop there. It spread. I believe we all can do it with the help of God. And I want to thank you all for just watching this and taking the time. And all the people that have supported the page so far, you guys are awesome. You know who you are. You're too many to list, but I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again. All right. Keep rising, y'all.